Thank you for stopping by my channel. My name is Crystal. I am a former Miss California and first runner-up to Miss America. This channel and this video is about the things I wish I knew before competing in pageants. All right, let's get started. The very first thing that I wish I knew was to really do my research. There are so many different types of contests, pageants, organizations out there. Some of them are ambassadorship programs, some of them are scholarship contests, others are traditional beauty pageants. So you really want to do your research to understand what is expected of you, as well as what the ages and requirements and brand of that particular organization is. This really matters when it comes to how you take advantage of your time. As a young woman likely watching this video, you are only going to be 16 once. You're only going to be 22 once. Your time is so valuable. You want to make sure that what you compete in makes sense for you and that it is the best possible organization for your skills, your lifestyle, and your goals. There is this concept in economics called an opportunity cost. And in a nutshell, what an opportunity cost is what are you not getting by making a decision? What doors are closed because you walked through one door? Pageants rarely allow you to compete in more than one at a time. Organizations tend to really want you to choose because it is such an all-encompassing time commitment. And some pageants are only open to teenagers and contestants of a certain age. Once you age out, that door closes on you forever. So it's good to do your research and understand what some of those opportunities are, preferably before you age into that period. This way you can strategize your pageant career to make the most out of the opportunities in front of you. This is something I really wish I did because I was big into the Miss America system. I was constantly surrounded by volunteers. It ended up being a bit of an echo chamber. Although I have no regrets and I really liked it, it would have benefited me to do research outside of the Miss America bubble to see what other programs I would have been eligible for. Following on this vein of doing your research and really understanding the organization is don't be afraid to ask for mentorship, specifically from the outgoing title holder or the current winner of that pageant who will be crowning the new winner when you compete. It is this woman's job to be available to you. A really good title holder will make time for you, will answer your questions, and will make sure that you feel empowered and have everything that you need going into the pageant, at least morally. Also ask for help from sponsors. Sponsors can be anyone from a church friend to a business owner that you and your family are already patrons at. It could be your dentist, a gym trainer. The reason why I stress really asking for help is because the act of asking is where the learning happens. You don't even have to put any pressure on yourself for this person to have to agree to your request. Don't worry, just ask for help. And chances are this person will be at least willing to have a conversation with you to understand what it is you need. It might surprise you. You might get what you want and get a sponsor, or you might end up working out some sort of arrangement that's mutually beneficial for both you and the person you're approaching. This will benefit you just learning how to ask. In general, women don't ask enough. We're talking in business, we're talking paychecks, we're talking in politics, in the C-suite, board seats, all that stuff. So I'm talking to you, young lady, because you are our future, and the more you learn how to ask, the more women will get our way. The next thing I wish I knew was to get started earlier. And what I mean by that is if you're 13 or 14 and you are like, oh, I'm gonna probably compete when I'm 16 or 17, when I've lost the weight, when I have more money, when I feel better about myself, when my grades are up. There's always excuses. There's always going to be well, I'll just do it later when I'm a little bit more prepared. Hello, sorry to be a rude wake-up call, but there's always going to be an element of risk. It's always going to be a little scary. You just have to seize the day. You are never going to be younger and fresher than you are now. So just go for it.
All right, the afternoon sun is starting to come in. I'm going to move you this way.
There are so many advantages to starting young, and that's because your brains are more plastic, you learn things more quickly, and the benefits of all the healthy habits that you generate will actually last you throughout your lifetime. So the earlier you start, the better. The next thing that I wish I knew before competing is that preparation really is key. There's no such thing as over preparing. You want to leave no stone unturned. I had what I thought was a stellar resume, and I thought that that would carry me. But it wasn't until 2 or 3 competitions later of really struggling through the interview that I realized I really needed to work on articulating the highlights of my resume. It wasn't enough just to have the GPA or have the fact sheet. I needed to be able to persuade the judges. I needed to develop my skill set in sales and in pitching myself. In general, a lot of women are not that comfortable self-advocating, and that is why I think pageants have been so instrumental in my career and why I am so passionate about encouraging all young women to do pageants. It really gives us an opportunity, a safe space to flex those muscles, to advocate for ourselves, and to humble brag. If you're watching this, you're probably very resourceful already and likely highly accomplished. But just so you know, none of those accomplishments actually matter on stage and in a pageant unless you can confidently speak to them. So I'm linking here my top 10 interview tips to help you win your next pageant. Make sure to watch that because those are very tactical tips to get you being able to persuasively sell yourself. The next thing I wish I knew is to really limit social media. And I know this is difficult because our generation is so digitally native. I am constantly on my phone myself, but, and this is key, have some self-awareness. Really reflect on how you feel after using social media. After scrolling through, you might feel like your mood has dampened a little bit. You might feel a little bit more insecure, envious, and this happens to everybody. This is totally normal. But as a contestant and as a competitor, you need to think like an athlete. You have to get your head in the game. Remember that you are here to be the best version of yourself. Anything that enters your mind that interrupts that focus is a distraction. You are in charge of your preparation process. Don't let any distractions come in and sabotage your success. My final conclusion that's taken me years to realize is that women in pageants might seem super confident and drop dead gorgeous and like they have it all together. But your fellow contestants are among some of the most vulnerable and deeply insecure human beings. Pageants, after all, are a great way for people looking for that external validation to fish for those compliments and get what they need to feel better about themselves. So as a result, just remember to have compassion, offer up a smile, offer up hugs. This is a great place to make friends because chances are you have a lot in common with them. It's in places of darkness that light shines all the more brightly. So be authentic. Everyone thinks people in pageants are fake. So turn that on its head and be authentic. Who'd have thought, right? Be you. People can really sense authenticity. A reign is only 1 year. Friendships can last the rest of your life. So play your cards right and just remember, don't forget to be a human being. Be a sincere, good person, and you'll walk away with so much. Thank you for watching what I wish I knew before competing in pageants. For future videos, please subscribe. Thank you, and hit that like button. Bye.